So here we have the BMW 320d M Sport Automatic on a 15 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside, you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see we have reversing sensors and plenty of boot space as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's what we're seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the extreme left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge, followed by the speedometer, the rev counter, and the coolant temperature gauge. In the middle, you can see the total miles for the car, which are 18,787. The information displayed above that can be changed by pressing a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various bits of trip computer info. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left-hand side, we have speed limiter and cruise control. And on the right-hand side, we have stereo and phone controls. The phone controls can only be used after you've paired the phone up. I'll show you where that's done in just a moment. We also have this minus and plus paddle. That is so that you can change gear manually on this automatic gearbox. So over in the center, we have the stereo screen for the car. This is BMW's professional nav, which means it's the extra wide screen. So really nice, clear display. As you can see, all the movements that I'm making up on the screen are all being done using the iDrive system, which is essentially this dial and the collection of buttons that surround it. So at the moment we're on the main menu. You can use this dial to access anything up there. So for example, you can pair your phone. If you want to listen to music, you've got the radio, of course, just here. And you'll see we have FM, AM and DAB radio. You can listen to your own music under that multimedia heading, and you have a CD player. But you can plug in some external devices as well. So we have Bluetooth audio in the middle, USB input at the top, and also auxiliary input. Loads of ways to listen to your music in all. Working our way down from there, we have the main stereo, so the CD player, the volume for the stereo just there, followed by dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger and driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine where you'd like the air to blow for the driver and for the passenger. So independently. When you're happy with those settings, this button turns your air conditioning off in this case, or back on again, or hit auto. The car will now maintain those temperatures by taking control of the fan speed and the direction of the air. To override it, press auto again, and you'll go back to whatever setting you had it on previously. We've also got heated driver seat and passenger seats, both with 3 different heat settings on each. Working our way down from that, we have some storage underneath here, a 12-volt charging socket as well, the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox, and then these buttons just here. So firstly, you can turn off the traction control for the car with that button should you wish to. This one will change the driving setup. So if I hit that button just there, the car is now in sport mode. We've also got Sport Plus, which is the same as Sport but gives you dynamic traction control. We can go back down to Sport, down to Comfort, which is your everyday driving, and then Eco Pro at the bottom. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.